Hi guys, how are you? I'm Robin, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to this new brand battle. Now in this one, I've got Blumaan up against Pete and Pedro. I decided to put these two brands up against each other because actually I've had quite a few requests for it, and I often think when someone asks about one, they quite often ask about the other. I did think, is it fair to put two YouTube creators and their products up against each other? And actually I thought, you know what, it's probably really not fair, but actually really quite fun. So this is what I'm going to do in this. I mean, I'm so evil, but why not? We're looking not at the people, but at the product. Remember that. Not the people, the product. So in this one, I'm going to talk about what the products actually are. The ingredients, packaging, consistency, smell, consistency, ease of application, styling, finish, washability, price, and then finally my verdict. Now before we get going, a couple of things. One, it is hotter than the sun in London today. I've got my window open, I've got the lights on, I am sweating from every single place. Sweat marks, sweaty tash, it's all kicking off. Second thing, if you're wondering who is the sweaty man talking to us about a brand battle, then hi, I'm the sweaty man, I'm Robin, this is Man for Himself, this is Brand Battle. Make sure you press subscribe right now, there's a button just below this video. Also that bell notification button, hit it. I'm now very hot, rambling, speeding up, brand battle time. The two products we've got here, the first one, original by Blumaan, and this is their smooth version. I've been told actually that this one has taken over the original one, so this is now like original by Blumaan Mark II. So it's a lot smoother, it's lighter, supposedly we're gonna see. Second product is by another YouTube creator, this one's by Marino, it's his brand, Pete and Pedro, and this is one of his many products, and this is his bestseller, the putty. Now, you might be thinking this is not a putty, this is a putty, how can they brand battle? Well actually, do you know what? This one is a fibre putty. When you clap it together, you can see all these fibre particles, so really, it is a fair battle. Taking a very quick look at the ingredients, they actually are very similar. You've got water at the top of the ingredients list, and then they've got various wax compounds. Straight into the point system and looking at packaging, we've got Pete and Pedro in their standard packaging, not massively inspiring. Then you've got the Blumaan one, this one actually comes in a nice little box. A little bit of extra effort. You've got the box. I have been told that this is a limited edition one. This has got the Rhino on it, and then the usual one I think has got a kind of purple colorway. I like this. It's young, fun. It gets my point. Looking at smell, again, something I'm really not that bothered about. You've got the Blumaan one, again in their sort of minty fragrance. To me, it's fine, it's fresh, but it does smell a little bit synthetic. Pete and Pedro one is more citrusy and punchier. I just think it smells fresher. The point goes to Pete and Pedro. On to consistency, and first up with the Blumaan product. Now when I did the first original review, I think this is really where it let it down. I found the product really tough, really sticky, really hard to warm up. Now they've got this smoother version. It actually is smoother, it's lighter, it's easier to warm up. I still don't think it's great, but I do think it's an improvement. It still does have those fibre particles. When you warm it up, rub your hands together and sort of clap, you can see those fibrous particles coming off. Versus the Pete and Pedro putty, which is a lot tougher, it's actually a lot waxier, and it's kind of more, I would say, like a cream wax rather than a putty. So purely because I think it's actually slightly more what a putty should be, the point goes to Blumaan. I'm judging both these products as being styling products rather than pre-stylers in this one. So I've just used my usual pre-style. I've used a little bit of Veda thickening tonic into the hair to give it a boost before using these ones. Now the original by Blumaan for application gets into the hair fine, but I still find that it's got a slight stickiness to it and it tugs just slightly. Not nearly as much as the original. Also, it does start to dry, so you have to work it through quite quickly. Versus the Pete and Pedro one, which although it took longer to warm up, once you get it into the hair, it really is very easy. I think just because it's got slightly more waxiness to it. So the point goes to Pete and Pedro. And like talking styling, the Blumaan one, although it starts to dry quite quickly, you can actually get some really great volume in, just even with your hands, working it through, and it kind of sits as you want it. Versus the Pete and Pedro one, which actually I think gives slightly better volume, but it sticks together in strands. So really for me, the point for styling goes to Blumaan. Now looking at the hair, they both have good holds, and actually if you shake it out you can work it back in no bother. I would say the Pete and Pedro one has a slight shine to it actually. I know it says low shine, but really I think it's got more than a low shine. It's got a slight gloss to it. And also I find that it does go into strands, whereas this one, the Blumaan one, does give more of a natural matte finish. So the point for finish goes to Blumaan. Now looking at washability, to fully remove both these products, you really do need to use a shampoo. If you're just using water, it's not going to work. The Blumaan one does leave a slight tackiness to the hair, you can really feel something still in it, versus the Pete and Pedro one, which although you've got still a slight feeling of product, it's not nearly as much. So the point for washability goes to Pete and Pedro. Now on to price, I've gone onto the shops on their official websites to look here. You've got the Blumaan one, which works out with shipping $25.25 or £21.96. I've also worked out what it is per ounce. Then the Pete and Pedro one, again with shipping, $24 or £18.29. So really, point for value per ounce goes to Blumaan. So based purely on points, the verdict is 3 points for Pete and Pedro, 5 points for Blumaan. So the winner of this brand battle is Blumaan. Well done, Blumaan team. You have done very, very well. Guys, as I always say this in every brand battle. Brand battle is really about showing you what these products can do up against each other and really just giving my own personal opinion. For you at home, these various factors might have a different sort of weighting. Price, washability, styling, application, and how it works for you might be completely different. But hopefully this has given you a better idea of what they might do to kind of just give you a better idea of which one you might lean towards. But there you go. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this one. If you did and you've still not subscribed to my channel, then please do hit subscribe right now. The button is just up there. I've also got more video suggestions down there and a link to my blog right here. I'm going to see you in my next new video, which will be Sunday. Bye bye.